everyone, and welcome back to our Women of History segment. Today we have Miss Wisson here to talk about Beach Lady Maveen Betch. It's nice to have you with us today, Miss Wisson.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here.
So tell me about Miss Maveen Betch, when and where she was born.
She was born January 13th, 1935 in Jacksonville, Florida.
Can you tell me about her family?
Sure. She grew up with her mother, father, brother, and sister. She came from a rather wealthy family. Her great-grandfather, Abraham Lincoln Lewis, founded Florida's oldest African-American beach called American Beach. It was just north of Jacksonville where blacks in the Jim Crow South came to relax during a time of segregation.
Was she ever married or had children?
Nope, never married nor had children.
Did she go to college?
Yes, she attended Oberlin Conservatory of Music in Ohio and moved to Europe for about 10 years where she was an opera singer.
So, how did she acquire the name Beach Lady then?
She eventually moved back to Florida and dedicated herself to becoming an environmental activist to protect and preserve American Beach from destruction. She spilled her entire life savings of roughly $750,000 into 60 environmental organizations to protecting nature and its wildlife. I would say that the effort that she put into saving American Beach and the fact that she did not own a home, she lived in a Chase Lounge on the beach, led to the nickname Beach Lady.
It's a very fitting name. So what kind of destruction was occurring on American Beach?
Hurricane Dora wiped through. There was an end to segregation, so not as many vacationers. Law enforcement was controlling the area. Nobody was performing maintenance, and developers were buying the beachfront.
Okay, Miss Wisson, to wrap it up, what was her life mission then?
She spent most all of her time trying to convince people that nature and natural things are fine. Mother Nature took her over. She grew her hair out for over 20 years, and it was 7 feet long in some spots. And she also grew her fingernails out. One was over a foot long. She wanted to prove that the body does not need protein for meat to grow. Her favorite quote to live by was, "Live simply so others may simply live."
Thank you, Miss Wisson. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.